Okay guys, hello and welcome back. My video of the day, just got done pressure washing the RV. My hands are shaking from all the scrubbing and holding the pressure washer, but I promised you a video a day. So I gotta come up with something out of my you-know-what before I make dinner with my wife. So this is what I purchased at Orlando Hamcation 2022. This is a Swan 500CX. And it looks like WB4PRJ was the one that owned this, I guess. And some things stuck on here. I think that was for the Hamfest. Please do not change adjustment of any knobs on any of the ham radio equipment. Do not use unless authorized. So here's the deal. I'm going to make this really quick, guys. I'm promising you a video, but I'm tired, man. I worked all day and I just gotta get this done. So here's what I'm telling you. Here's what I know. This does 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters. It is a 500 watt PEP input, which means 250 watts roughly output, I think. Or maybe more than that. I'm not sure. Like I said, my idea is to get more into older radios because, you know, I could show you an ICOM 705 and an FTDX 101 and blah, blah. I want to know what my demographic is 45 or 54 to 65 years old. So 80% of my viewers are over 50 years old. And I know that you guys know about this kind of radio. I don't. And I want to learn because as the people say in the comments, I am nothing more than an appliance operator. I don't know my ass from my elbow. I don't know what happens in these. I can't fix this radio. I don't know what I'm talking about. 90% of the hams today can't fix this radio. 90% of the hams today can't build their own radio. This is the comments I get. And as a ham radio operator, I would love to know more about this stuff. Now, I could tell you that this one here is all tube, okay? I'm going to tell you what I paid for this in a second, but here's what I want to tell you. So I bought this, the matching power supply and speaker, okay? I got a Heath kit. It's behind me. I'm not going to get it. A Heath kit, Kier, CW Kier. I got a Lafayette field strength meter and a Swan, a duck. Buy a Swan, get a duck. They had a little yellow duck up top, and they said, you buy the Swan, you get the duck. I bought all this plus the original manual for $140, okay? Now, what I could tell you is the knobs move freely, all right? The knobs move freely. It doesn't appear to be in too bad a shape. I know the meter works. Why? Because I plugged this in, just dying to see this thing come on, and I kept blowing fuses. Now, I'll tell you this. I talked to Jan, KK4GGJ, and I had to learn a little something. So this plug doesn't, okay. So this is a, I'm going to call this a vacuum cleaner cord. This is how I got this, okay? And I took this apart, punched those little things out, took this apart. But when I took it apart, you see this? That came from a CB radio. So let me show you how it looked when I got it. Okay. So I saw this. And I'm like, okay, so I plug it in. I'm like, wow, what is that for? Like a headphone jack or something or a quarter? I wasn't even thinking. And then all of a sudden I said, wait a second, that's for a fuse. Because I opened it up and there's contacts. So Jan says, no, that's for a fuse. So I got a fuse. You can see this one is blown. I got a fuse. And I said, Jan, what do I do with this? He said, it's a quarter turn twist lock. So I pulled this off of one of my old CB radios. And I went like this, right? Okay, so there's the fuse. I plugged it in. The meter went like this. That was it. No lights came on and it popped the fuse. Now, what I didn't realize was I was using fuses apparently the manual says 15 amp fuse, or no, 10 amp fuse, 125 volt. Well, do you know that I just learned that they make fuses that are only 32 volt? I had no idea. I thought every fuse was like 250 volt, whatever. And try to do this one-handed with my phone here, man. So I put a 5 amp in, it blew. Put a 10 amp in, it blew. Then I realized I only had 15 or 32 volt fuses. And I was like, well, maybe that's why I need a 125 volt fuse. But I put a 15 amp 32 volt fuse and the meter went like this. It stayed there. Then it went boop, and popped the fuse. Now, the first thing you may be saying is, well, you might want to turn this up on a variac or replace the caps. Okay, I need your help. I want to know what to do with this. What's the first thing I should do? Should I pop this cap off, cover, and start replacing caps? I mean, the manual has everything in there, all the parts. Do I do that? What do I do? You guys are the experts, not me. The mic that came with it is a Turner Plus 2, single sideband microphone. So my goal is this, to make a contact on this thing. Now, if you look at this, let's take a look. It doesn't look in that bad a condition. Whether the tubes are bad, whether the case is rusty, look. All right. I want to do like with the Lafayette I showed you in there and the Siltronics I have behind me. Siltronics was made by Swan. I want to get this thing working. So this is the video of the day. What do you think about me buying this with the Lafayette field strength meter and the Heathkit keyer and the original manual and the duck for 140 bucks? So even if it's blowing fuses, I need to replace caps. Do you think it's worth it? Did I waste my money? Look, it moves nicely. There's fine tune. There's coarse tune. This works. That works. That works. That works. All the switches work. Okay? So I need your help. Any comments that you can leave about the Swan 500CX? What's the first thing I should do? And I hope to work you on this. Now, I know that these are drifty. I know they need to warm up like 30, 45 minutes. I don't know what else to say, man. Original manual is included. It's in the house. I've been reading it on the couch. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. For those who are wondering, all right, so this comes off the power supply, goes into here, okay, and then we have here, S meter 0, you probably have a PA bias, 50 to 75 ohm coax, all right, pretty cool, man. I want to get this thing working, and I want it to work, so that's your video of the day. Was it lackluster? Probably. I'm friggin' tired. This whole March Madness thing is going to put me in the grave. I swear to God it is. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. And please, let me see if this will come off. Oh my God. Oh, there it goes. We got one off. Do not use unless authorized. I'm authorized, so let me pull the sticker off. Ow! Wow, that hurts. Wow, you don't want to get that under your fingernail. Holy cow. All right. We need to take this off. But I will tell you this. Ow, that one. Wow, these are like metallic, man. Hold on, one more. Here we go. Wow, I'm already bleeding under 2 fingernails. These things are terrible to take off. There we go. Okay, I got all 4 of those off. You know which one I'm keeping on? Is this one. WB4PRJ. If that's you, man, I want to hear from you. 7-3.